Yeah, so right now I am joined by Jeremy Sinclair, who you've probably seen all over social media talking about the latest, greatest things in Windows land. He's a Windows development MVP and ARM ambassador. How are you doing, Jeremy?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Leslie?
I'm doing great. I mean, judging by all of your posts recently, you seem to be enjoying yourself at Build.
Oh yeah, this year's build has just been fantastic. I like to tell everyone I run into that this is Build 2024 Jeremy edition.
I dig it. Cool. So you've been a Windows MVP for years at this point, right? And based off of what you talk about, you love to port things, including your favorite apps, to ARM and stuff. So what got you into doing those migrations in the first place?
Yeah, well, it was actually Build 2018 that I was introduced to the Windows on ARM laptops. And after holding them and playing with them for some time, I just fell in love with the design. Just that sleek design, always on, and just the fact that it's the same type of chips that's running in my phone in full Windows. So I was just all in, and I needed to port the applications that weren't native because I knew there was a compatibility issue. Although emulation exists on these devices, they perform the best when the applications are natively compiled.
Yeah, makes sense. And that's cool that you discovered that at Build. We've gone from being able to just hold the ARM machine to you can actually use the machine now. You can own it.
Right.
So you've been porting Windows apps for years to ARM, and you're also, I hear, working on migration efforts to push Power Toys over to Windows for ARM. So clearly you haven't stopped since. So what's that journey been like exactly? What were the ups and downs about migrating Windows apps to ARM?
Yeah, so when I first started looking at the effort to port the Windows applications to ARM, there were a few roadblocks when it came to the tool chains and frameworks available. There were some things where I had to cross-compile and some things that the libraries weren't there yet. But I can say now, the effort is painless. Anyone can do this right now.
Sweet. And kind of on that subject, so how do people get started with developing on ARM? Do you got any tips and tricks that you want to share?
Yeah, I would say for developers looking to start their journey on developing for ARM, just look at Microsoft Learn and the ARM Developer Hub. There's tons of resources there for getting started. And one thing I can say is that there's many developers here that may not even understand how easy it is to port to ARM right now. Because as you've seen, there's applications out there running natively now like Chrome, Zoom, and Spotify. Those are some big applications, and to see the partners take that effort to port their applications to run natively, that just kind of supercharges me.
Cool. And clearly you love to play around with the latest, greatest toys and resources. So do you have a favorite resource when it comes to ARM development?
Yeah. Like I said, Microsoft Learn and ARM Developer Hub, because you can find all the information you need. And I'm going to do a little shout out. There's the ARM Ambassadors Program for the Windows and ARM experienced app developers, and I want them to join. There's going to be resources ready for them.
Great, awesome plug. Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for being here. And if you'd like to learn even more, please check out the feature directory. That's aka.ms/build24fp/ARM specifically. Go to ARM. And with that, thanks, y'all. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you.